Hello dears, welcome to Beauty for Heart. I'm Lilian, also known as Lulu. Today I'll be sharing with you the DIYDTP palette, and today's palette will be the Tilbury Super Nudes Easy Eye Palette. This is a re-promo eyeshadow palette and is already available at Sephora Singapore, but not their new face palette. DIYDTP palette is a series where I am duping the color stories with my existing colors of a new release palette that caught my eyes, but I'm not sure whether to get it or not. So this duping can help me to see if I already own the color stories and help me to decide better to get it or not. So in these videos, I'll be sharing with you dears what are the dupe colors selected, the dupe color swatches, and this dupe color eye makeup look, and then my final thoughts about this Tilbury Super Nudes Easy Palette. So hopefully this video can also help you to decide better if you should get this Tilbury Super Nude Easy Palette or to relook at your current collection. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you happen to like this video, please consider to subscribe. And for all of you dears who are watching my videos right now, thank you so much for watching. It's my blessing to have you dears here. By the end of the video, please share with me in the comment section, will you be getting this Tilbury Super Easy Nude Palettes or Super Nude Easy Palette? I always get the name wrong. Please comment in the comment section below. The best comment will be featured in my upcoming videos. Thank you so much. And now, let's get started. So this week, there are already a few colorful eyeshadow palettes released, like the Huda Beauty Wild Obsession palettes, as well as the Urban Decay Naked Cyber palettes. However, only this palette attracts me. This Super Nude Easy Eye palette is a 6-pan eyeshadow palette. All of them are in the setting matte formula. The color story of this palette is very basic. It is great to create daily natural look to dark look. This 6-pan eyeshadow palette is retailing at $57 USD at their US website and $100 at Sephora Singapore. For this duping, I will be referring to the Tilbury's hand swatch photo as well as their palette photo. However, I find that there is color difference between the palette photo and the hand swatch photo. Let me switch my computer screen to refer to the pictures. For the palette photo, the first 3 colors, I find that this looks very different from the hand swatch photo. The first color, starting from the left, on the palette photo, this color seems to be a very light brown with a yellow tone. But on the hand swatch, it actually seems to be a matte, dusty mauve color. Am I colorblind? And for the second color on the palette photo, it seems to have a orangey tone to it. But on the hand swatch again, the brown seems to be more red than the palette photo. I'm confused. As for the third color on the palette, it seems like a neutral brown, which is a darker brown. But on the hand swatch, it seems to have more red than the palette photo. I'm really confused. Nonetheless, I'm referring more to the hand swatch photo to come up with the dupe colors. So as you guys can see, this is a 6-pan eyeshadow palette and all the colors are the browns colors. The first 3 are the warm caramel brown. The other 3 will be more to the cool side. So for the hand swatch photo, it seems that there are a satiny glow on all of them. Again, I'm actually reaching out for all my ColourPop colors to come up with the dupe colors, which are these 6 colors. But after I selected all these 6 colors, I suddenly remember that I have this Tilbury the Icon palette where there is the setting matte formula in it, which is these 2 colors. And since I have the setting matte formula from this palette, why don't I just use this to dupe Tilbury's brand itself? So let me start off with the first color, which I found the dupe colors from ColourPop Bare Necessities. Again, this is the color that I referred to just now, that it seems very different from the hand swatch photos comparing to the palette photo. So again, I'll be just basing more on the hand swatch photo. This is the color. So this color is All For You from the ColourPop Bare Necessity palette. This is a matte dusty mauve color, because in the hand swatch photo it does look like a dusty mauve pink color instead of the light brown with yellow undertone from the palette photo. So the dupe doesn't look like the palette photo, but it looks more similar to the hand swatch photo. Okay, let me switch my computer screen to the hand swatch photo as well as the palette photo. So pardon me for not looking at the screen. Okay, this is the second dupe color, which I found my dupe colors from the Icon palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I was using this color, which is the color over here. It looks almost the same with the photo over here. But if you dears do not have this palette, I've also selected another dupe from Colourpop again. This is Xiaoya from the Going Coconut palette. But Xiaoya is more of the matte neutral brown. It doesn't look like the product photo but more of the hand swatch photo. So comparing these two dupe colors, the Xiaoya and this color from the Charlotte Tilbury Icon palette, I find that this Charlotte Tilbury colors looks more similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nude Easy palette. And this is the third color. I got these dupe colors from again Colourpop. Now where is the palette? Yeah, over here. I have a lot of palettes with me right now. So I got the dupe colors from this Brown Sugar, which is a collaboration between one of the beauty YouTuber Cruelty with Colourpop. And I'm using this color called Choc, C-H-O-C. This is a matte warm deep reddish brown, which is the color over here. So let me just quickly switch screen to the hand swatch photo. Okay, comparing the hand swatch photos with this dupe color, the hand swatch photo seems to be darker and more neutral, and this color, the dupe color here, seems lighter than the original color, and it seems to be a bit more red than the hand swatch photo. So there's a little difference between this color. And now again for the fourth color over here, I got this from the Stone Cold Fox palette, which is this palette, and the dupe color is Enigma, which is this color over here. But this color seems more of a matte light taupe color. It seems quite similar to the hand swatch photo, but the original of course seems more satiny and more glowy. And again for the fifth colors, I'm taking out my Stone Cold Fox palette again, and the dupe color will be Query Day, which is this color. This is a matte dusty taupe color, which is the color over here. I find that both color, the dupe and the original, have similar color base, but somehow on the hand swatch photo, the original color seems to be more cool tone than this dupe color. And finally, the last color, which I think this should be an exact spot on dupe because I'm getting this from the Icon palette. There is a setting matte black in it, which is this color. Of course, the hand swatch photo seems to be more dark, more pigmented, but I think this should be the same color as the Super Nude Easy palette. Anyway, again, if you do not have the Icon palette, I also got this matte black color from this Smoke Show palette, or now it's called Blowing Smoke. The color name for this matte black is Let's Do It. It is a repeated color in a lot of Colourpop's eyeshadow palettes like the Rendezvous, what else? The I Think I Love You, and one more palette I've forgotten, but it is a repeated color, and for this color it's also available as a single eyeshadow. So anyways, Colourpop has a lot of matte black. There are also matte black in this Stone Cold Fox and this Bare Necessities palette. So this matte black seems to be easy to dupe because matte black is quite common. Okay, so this is my final thoughts. Initially, when I saw the product photo of this palette, the Super Nude Easy palette, I wasn't really interested in it. But instead, I was very curious about their setting matte formula as well as the brown color. I just find that recently my preference has changed because in the past I wasn't really interested in the all brown palette, but nowadays I will take a second look at it. And also because this is a matte dominant palette, that's why it doesn't catch my interest in the first place. But when I saw the hand swatch photos, I realized that this is a setting matte formula instead of a pure matte formula. And hopefully you guys can see that I'm doing my best to create this reverse eye makeup look. I don't know, I just feel that it actually looks more like a panda eye makeup look than a reverse eye makeup look. As I mentioned just now when I was duping, I suddenly remember that I have this Charlotte Tilbury The Icon palette, which I already have the setting matte formula over here. The last row except for this color, which is the shimmery colors. I like to use the shimmers colors over here with my fingers, and usually I will reach out for the shimmeries or the metallic colors when I'm using this palette instead of the setting matte. So this time round, I was using a brush to pick up the setting matte formula and blend on my eyes, and I find that this is very easy to blend with my brush. All the colors over here feel more emollient. It feels more like a cream to almost like a powder when I apply this on the eyes. And the best part about it is, it doesn't crease or cake on my eyes. And I'm already over 40, so actually I have already mature eyelid and also the mature skin on the face. So there are a lot of bumpiness and lines, and I realized the setting matte formula doesn't enhance that. In fact, I find that this is more forgiving than the normal powdery mattes, because I find that sometimes when we use a powdery matte formula on the eyes, it can actually enhance the bumpiness and the unevenness of the skin. And when I was duping this palette, I was reaching out for this Super Shock eyeshadow from Colourpop. This is in the color Hanky Panky. I do not have that much Super Shock matte formula. I only have about 2 or 3, and this color is the closest to what I can find to dupe that palette. But firstly, this eyeshadow is already very old. It is like 5 to 6 years old already. So definitely it has lost its freshness and it begins to dry up. So I run my finger in the pan for many times, but the color is not showing as much as when it is fresh. And when I swatch this on the hand, it doesn't have the kind of satiny glow as the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes Easy have. So definitely I cannot use this color to dupe because firstly the color not showing up, and secondly it doesn't have that satiny glow. So overall, I find that the setting matte formula is very forgiving for mature eyelid like mine, and I find that this will be great for those who have mature eyelid and who love basic color. And for myself, I think for the current moment, I might skip away this palette for the time being, because out of the 6 colors, I've already got 2 colors over here, this black and the brown over here. And in fact, this red brown, it seems also very similar to the middle color over here. But if it has a huge discount, then it will stir my interest more. I hope that this video is helpful for you dears and help you to decide better whether you need this Charlotte Tilbury Super Nude Easy palette. And now dears, I would love to hear from you. Will you be getting this Super Nude Easy eyeshadow palette? Please comment in the comment section below. The best comment will be featured in my upcoming videos. And last but not least, here's an inner beauty tip for us to be more beautiful and more wise. Radiate boundless love towards the entire world. Thank you dears for watching. If you happen to like this video, please consider to subscribe and click the bell notification button below for my future videos. I love to do beauty products review, and if this is your cup of tea, please join my YouTube family. And dears, if you'd like to connect with me more, please visit me at my Instagram and Facebook platform. The address will be on the screen here. May you dears have a peaceful, blissful and joyful week ahead. See you next time. Bye! And before you go, please check out these 2 videos over here. Thank you!